Alright, and we are back. I just got back down to the house, and we got some conclusions to be made for those of you guys that want to learn how to put Silverado wheels on a Colorado. It's not that hard, but there is a couple curveballs and complications, and that's what this video is about, is to show you guys what to expect, how to do it, and that way if you guys are going to do it, maybe y'all could avoid some of these complications and get it done right the first time. I thought I was getting it done right the first time, and you know, all the research and everything I did, and I thought I was good, I was on track, and still no, last minute we had complications. All right, what's up everybody? Good morning. We're back in Johnny's garage, and I got a little update here on Picosito. I haven't told you guys I've been working on the motor, but I've been on the lookout for some rims, and I finally found some at a pretty good deal, I think, and they're back here. And I already ordered some tires too, so I was able to find some brand new tires on eBay for the low. It came out to like $330 for all 4 tires, which is okay compared to some of the shop prices out there were like $700-800 bucks. And then I did find some Silverado wheels, 18-inch Silverado wheels, which looks super nice, I think, for stock wheels, and I think they're gonna fit on here really nice. So anyways, this video is to kind of update you guys on that, check out the before and after, and I kind of want to make this video to show you guys how to put Silverado or Tahoe wheels on a Colorado, because there is some complication with the size of that center bore. So I think I got the solution for it. I'm about to head down to Denellen to a tire shop where they are gonna swap these babies on and place them on, hopefully. So let me get on the road and let's get to it. Not bad. I'm probably gonna get an extra set of wheels, probably the same or maybe some different, I'm not sure. And I'm probably gonna use those for, you know, burnouts and drifting and things like that. And then I'll probably use my other set more for like more like drag racing, or I don't know. We're not there yet, so I'm not stressing about it. And then the little tires, the brand new tires, I shopped around, and this is what I learned, what I understood was everybody's price was about $700-800 bucks for 4 tires installed, you know, put on and whatnot. When I'm done here, I'll probably have maybe $400 with everything, with the tires, installation, you know, the balancing. So that's half the price. But what I understood was that you tell the tire shops, I just want a cheap tire, and they're gonna give you the cheapest one that they could get the next day. If they already have it in stock or something they could get the next day. They do have cheap tires. They do have tires in the $70, $80, $90 range. The thing is that they don't tell you, because one guy told me, is that they have to order it. And by ordering it, they don't know now how long it's gonna be. It could be 4, 5, 6 days. So that's why they don't even really advertise any cheaper tires. They advertise what the warehouse has in stock at the moment. So that's it. That's what I understood about that. So they could get cheap tires, but they don't offer it because they'd have to order it, and this is, then I guess they're not too sure about how that's going to work out or when they're going to get it, or so they only sell what they can get a hold of, you know, between them and the warehouse. So that's kind of how that works. So if you could wait 3, 4, 5 days, go to eBay, order them on eBay. I love eBay, honestly. One day, hopefully, I do a sponsored video through eBay. Here at the old famous railroad track, the Denellen Railroad track. All right, guys, we made it out to the tire shop. We got Picosito back here, loaded, and we're here in Denellen. I'll zoom that in for you. That's their info here. And it's a little tire shop here in Denellen, very chill. They got a lift out here, right off of 41. Walmart is down that way. So yeah, 20 bucks a tire. They're gonna swap them out. So let's see, man. I'm excited how it's gonna turn out. All right, guys. So we are here in Gould's Tire. I'm not sure if I'm saying that saying it right. Gould's Tire and Auto. So we're here working on Picosito. They got the back tires on. I want y'all to check it out. I got the man himself, Mr. Johnny, working on the baby here. Check that out. Check that out. Ooh, man, them wheels looking good. Things looking really nice. You got the front off. Sweet. Johnny, you the man, Johnny. You the man. Check that out. Looking good, looking good. Bye-bye with the old. Sweet. So my boy Johnny here is hooking it up. And we did run into a little bit of an issue. The back one's winning good with that 1/4 inch spacer, but the front, it looks like there's a little bit more than a 1/4 inch. So right now, Johnny had the idea of kind of grinding out just a little bit on the inside. So what pretty much is we're removing, let me see, on the rim, this is just an example, but there's a little bit of a lip that's kind of crashing. So we're removing that lip a little bit just to have it slide in a little bit better. So it's just going that extra mile. Most places wouldn't really even do that. They pretty much just send you home. I'd be going home with these on the back and the chrome on the front. I literally thought that was about to happen, but he actually helped me brainstorm, and he's just getting down, man. That's something there. So I'm still excited. I'll let you guys go. All right. So we got Picosito done, and we had a couple complications, but I'll tell you what, man. They hooked it up, man. They last minute. Here, why don't you guys check it out? Let me watch out with the traffic. Check out. Look at the clearance. Clearance is pretty nice, honestly. Although it looks very small, I think the lowest part is right here on this cross member here. I probably have about maybe 7 inches, I would say. And then here I would like to drop it down a little bit to kind of lower this down, but it looks really nice, really good. And we got all the tires back here. So let's take this baby for a drive. All right guys, we are back. We just left the tire shop, so check it out. This is their name and number. Gouds Denellen Tire and Auto. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but that's their address, their name. And Seth was the guy behind the desk. Super nice guy. I talked to him 2 or 3 times before actually coming out. I was looking for tires and kind of asking prices. They gave me the best deal pretty much from Ocala to Denellen out here. So I'm very happy. Seth was super nice. Call him, give him a call, ask for Seth. Johnny, he was the guy who did the installation. Super cool dude. The guy knows what he's doing. We did have some complications. We did have some complications with the fitting, especially with the front. It looks like the back worked out good with the spacers, but the front were not good. Look, I got a pretty bad shake. Oh boy, now that I feel it here, I got a really bad shake. Oh boy. So the front, we kind of had to alter a little bit, and it's probably why that shakes. So it might need a little bit of retweaking, and you know, there's really no guarantee when you're altering stuff. But we pretty much, the back slid on there good, but the front spacer was not thick enough. So the 1/4 inch spacer was not thick enough, and you know, I mentioned, well, what if we put some, you know, washers and just kind of fill it in that extra little bit. But then it's like what he said, then the studs are not long enough, then he cannot get them on there. So it was just like complications. So the next thing, his idea was to just kind of shape down just a little bit of a lip, just so that way it can slide in. And that's the route that we went, and it seems like it was a pretty good idea for us having to bore the whole thing. So we're gonna have to go home, and we're gonna have to probably pull off those front again and maybe torque them a little even, maybe touch them up a little bit. So that kind of sucks, but again, you know, that's kind of what you expect. He didn't even charge me for all of that stuff. He pretty much left it to me if I wanted to throw something, but I told him, you know, I don't expect that. It was unexpected. You know, whatever time you have in it, you let me know. You know, the truck looks really nice. It lowered down, it has a sporty look, but it still could use a little bit more of a drop. That's it. I gotta pick up some errands in town here in Denellen, and when I get back home, depending how that drive goes back home, you know, going 60 miles an hour, if I could get to 60 miles an hour, then I'm gonna probably pull off the rims, or the front rims, and just check them out. Maybe torque them a little bit different, or we'll see. But anyways, now as I'm cruising down the highway, I stick my head out the window to look at that tire, and I see where it does have a little bit of a wobble, very little bit. But I'm like, damn, that's too little bit. It don't really feel, it feels like a lot. Well, now that I came in the dirt road, because I'm not gonna do it on the highway, I was able to get the car, you know, 10-15 miles an hour, and look out that window, and the wheel was bad. So I think that's where the issue is gonna be. That wheel was bad. It looks like it kind of got torqued, you know, kind of down, or I have no clue. But there's something with the front two wheels. Again, you gotta grind that stuff really smooth. But something's wrong with that wheel, so I'm gonna have to pull that wheel back off and just check, you know, make sure that it's grinded, all corners are grinded, or at least that it got bolted on right. Maybe it kind of got a pinch. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So that's that. Now again, I can't be mad at them. Them people were super nice. They didn't even charge me for any of that stuff. That was on me. I gave them a little extra for the thanks and the gratitude. But again, that's not nothing that I could claim on them or anything like that. And that's the reason why most franchise tire shops wouldn't even do anything custom or anything that is going to jeopardize them in any way. Another tire shop would have said, no, we can't even do anything that you want, because those are not the tires that we sold you. Those are not, you know, Colorado rims. We could put them on the rims, but we cannot put them on the car. Like, it's just going to be problems. These people were just straight up to it. What do you want? This is what it's going to cost. And they charge $20 a wheel, around there. Maybe prices are different from when you're watching this, which is a great price. Now we did have to kind of alter and custom the front, and that's kind of downside. Now I just got home, I haven't even looked at the rim. I did stop at the bank and I checked it, and all the lug nuts look good, everything looked fine. So now I'm going to check it again and make sure that all lug nuts are there and see what's up. But later today, I'm kind of busy now, but later today I'm going to pull it up and see if I get that rim off and just look inside. Maybe something got pinched, but take care of that wobble. Right, what's up everybody? So we are back. I was able to get a rim off of Picosito. Like I said, when I pulled in, I was able to see that this side had a little bit of a wobble to it, but not what I was feeling. And then when I looked at this side had a good wobble. So I'm gonna start with this side. I pulled this side off. Everything was nice and tight. So now that we're here, I can show you a little bit more of kind of what we had to do. So the Silverado wheels and the Tahoe wheels, right here, it has like a little lip that goes up. It kind of goes up, and that's what crashes on the front. So that's the reason why I got the spacers, was to kind of fill in the spacer so that way this could bolt on flat, right? But I guess the front, that center that it kind of sticks out. Well, when I measured it, I thought it measured a little under a 1/4 inch. Well, those the spacers that I found were 1/4 inch. You know, it's like a nice kind of washer spacer. Versus some of like the 1-inch spacers, they come with new studs, so you have to bolt them onto those studs and then bolt your rim onto the other studs, and I didn't really want to go that route. I don't want it to stick out so much, which they actually look really nice. They stick out just like a 1/2 inch, but it looks nice. So anyways, we're back to here. So what I think is this right here. I don't know if you can see. Again, this was a freebie. They didn't charge me anything for this. The guy just went ahead and did it. So, you know, can't expect much. This was not like a guaranteed job. So anyways, the idea was to kind of grind this down. Instead of boring it all out completely, was just kind of knock these edge off a little bit. And all of these look good, but this one right here seems like it's pretty high. This one right here seems like there's like a knot like right up top. So they're not bad, but some are a little bit deeper than others. It doesn't matter, like you don't want to go extremely deep because there's no need to, but it's better to go a little bit deep than not so deep, because then you're gonna get the same problem. So I think that's where this here looks, and it kind of almost looks like I can still see some of the factory grooves in there. So I'm pretty sure this right here is the notch that just happened to not get removed down too much. I forgot my camera behind. I was just too excited. I jumped in Picosito and I head out for that test drive, and it works like a charm now. So what it was that those little grinding lips, they had to just go a little bit more. And I got several hours in it, to be honest. I took the passenger side off, I checked it, I grinded it down, I bolted it on, torqued it all down, then I took it off, and then inside I could see where it was hitting. You know, I could see little dirty spots, little rust spots, where it was kind of tightening on to that rusty centerpiece there. So that's what I was being guided by. As soon as I could bolt it on, take it off, and see that all that grind that I did was clean and it wasn't dirty from touching, then that's what I knew it was good. This passenger side, I have it parked out here. This passenger side was the worst. It looks like out of the 5 or 6 little lips that got grinded, it looks like one of them just had like a high spot. It kind of really needed to be sanded down a little bit more. The other side wasn't bad at all. I probably didn't even have to do it, honestly, but I just wanted to double check because I don't break the speed limit. But sometimes, you know, everything out here is 55 miles an hour, and you know, everybody goes 60, sometimes 65. So this car pretty much it's always at 50-60 miles an hour. And for that reason, that's the reason why I changed the tires and the rims to begin with, was to just have a safe ride. That was kind of like the weak point on this car. It rides really good. It's kind of lower. It dropped pretty much like 2 inches, maybe even a little bit more, like 2 to 3 inches. It pretty much dropped. It looks nice. The rims look great. Actually smaller than what I was thinking. I didn't think it was gonna look that small, but I actually have some space to be able to lower it a little bit more. But check her out, man. Them rims look nice. Look at that, little stock factory rims. Nice little tires. Nothing crazy, but I still have some space here that I can drop a lot. But like I was telling you guys, the lowest part I think so far, I haven't really checked on there, but it's this cross member here. I'm guessing that's for the transmission. So that's gonna be a weak point. If that low spot was like by the tire, then it's okay, because when the tire goes over the bump, that goes over. But it's behind, so that sucks, because like on speed bumps, as soon as I go over the speed bump, that right there is gonna so that's gonna be a weak point to get this thing really low. No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if I had to charge somebody to do this, man, I'll be charging $100 a tire. It's serious. Like, it's not, it ain't super hard, but it's tedious, you know what I mean? And it's that detail. Guys, keep that in mind going over. If you want to put Silverado or Tahoe wheels on your Colorado, there is a little bit of that center hub difference on the diameter. So you're gonna have to go with a spacer, or you're gonna have to whether bore out your rims 4 inches, so that way it can slide on the Colorado, and that way it can be tucked in. That would be nice. That's the way that I would like to go. If I were to redo it, I'd probably just go to a machine shop, have them bore it out 4 inches, and just go that route. If you do spacers, it's a very easy process, but remember, the tires are gonna stick out depending on the size of spacer. So the back wheels don't really tuck out, they're just kind of perfect. They might tuck in 1/2 inch, but the front wheels happen to kind of go out about 1/2 inch. So it doesn't look bad at all. It looks really nice, but that's something to consider. If you're putting this thing on airbags and trying to lower it and hide those tires, then you really do not want no spacers, and you don't want the tires sticking out. So that's about it, guys. That's what it takes to get these things on there. Is it worth it? I think so. All said and done, I was able to get the tires on eBay, about 330 bucks for all 4 brand new. Now that I see it on the car, next time I might go a little bit thicker sidewall. I think these are 40s. I'd probably go, if not 45, 50 next round, and just kind of see how it looks, see if it fills in a little bit. But I love the rims. The silver, it looks really nice. I'm gonna look into that crossbar and see what I could do about that. So maybe one day in the future I could drop it another 2 or 3 inches and just make it all fit right. And that's it. So if you guys want to find out how it holds in, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you learned something, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hopefully this thing doesn't have a wheel fly off. So you're gonna have to subscribe to find out. So thank you guys. I hope you learned something, and peace. I'll see you guys on the next one.